Diving Board by Shel Silverstein. You've been up on that diving board, making sure that it's nice and straight. You've made sure that it's not too slick. You've made sure it can stand the weight. You've made sure that the spring is tight. You've made sure that the cloth won't slip. You've made sure that it bounces right and that your toes can get a grip. And you've been up there since 5:30, doing everything but dive. Today's theme, if you couldn't pick it, is giving yourself permission to suck. One of the foundations of this channel, one of the things that has helped me a lot, and not putting all this pressure on yourself to be perfect. Just getting out there, giving things a go, and instead of standing up on that diving board for hours and hours and hours because you're scared and you're procrastinating, you take the leap of faith, you take that dive, and you see what happens. This video popped up on my feed by a guy called Anthony Mai, who's just some random cute little Asian guy who has decided to start talking to some girls and gives a little bit of motivation advice and all of that. But basically, he's an introvert and he's sick of being an introvert. He's sick of being lonely. And he thought, what happens if I just go out there and do the thing that terrifies me most, which is say hello to 100 random girls and ask if they want to go on a date with me. And you can see he just looks like an average normal dude. He's not ridiculously attractive. He hasn't done a lot to work on his appearance. Like he doesn't look like a god. He just looks like a normal human being like the rest of us. And he basically just kind of goes around and approaches a bunch of girls, and he's really scared. You know, here right now, I know you can't hear anything, but he's walking around talking about how utterly terrified he is to do this, how silly he feels. He tries to get around it by doing silly stuff like this, like you can see. You know, he walks up to girls and hits on them and has a pretty good time. And this one's really sweet. This is only the 13th girl that he ever hit on. And I'm going to play this one because it's actually the start of him starting to have a good time with this and starting to get some nice results. Only 13 approaches in.
Would you go on a date with me?
Would I want to date you?
Yeah.
I have a boyfriend.
You have a boyfriend?
But you're handsome.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Isn't that sweet? Literally the 13th girl that he hit on told him that he's really handsome. And this will happen a lot more than you think. Like, this isn't a rare thing. I remember when I first started hitting on women, I was so utterly terrified that they were going to like bite my head off, tell me that I was creepy, that I was weird, that I shouldn't be doing this. Like, I don't know what I thought. I thought a lot of scary things. And it didn't take long before one or two girls, you know, I'd walk up to them, I'd be like, hey, you're really cute, and I wanted to say hi. And they would say back to me, you're cute too. And I was like, I am? I'm cute? Really? Holy shit. I had a few girls that would literally pat me on the back and say like, keep doing what you're doing. I have a boyfriend, but keep doing what you're doing. This is really amazing. Guys don't really talk to girls anymore. Keep doing this. Like, literally encouraging me. I had a few girls who literally said, you made my day. Thank you. This means a lot to me. Thank you for doing this. And I talked about this in this video here. You can just search on my channel for the word nice. And in this video, I talk about how in my coaching program, I tell all of you all the time, like, look, I know you're scared to go out there and hit on girls. I promise you most of them are going to be really nice, especially during the daytime. During the nighttime in a bar or club, yes, some people are drunk, some people are on drugs. They may be not as kind. But during the daytime, the vast majority of women are going to be really nice. I say that to my coaching clients. Then they go out and hit on some women. And they come back and they go, dude, I know you said they'd be nice, but like, what the fuck? I wasn't expecting how nice they would be to me. I really didn't expect them to tell me I'm handsome. Again, this Asian guy who did this video, this girl literally told him that he's handsome. It's only the 13th girl that he hit on. And most guys are incredibly surprised by how nice girls are. I mean, most people on the planet are pretty fucking nice. If you would get off the internet and stop, you know, looking at negative content and all of that, you'd find that most human beings walking around outside are pretty nice. And as you watch through this video, that's what you'll see. You know, this guy's incredibly brave and he stops the video a bunch of times and interjects and says like, I'm really nervous, you guys. I'm so scared. This is really hard for me. I'm an introvert. I'm not like some alpha male Chad going out there. He's just a normal average dude. And as you watch through the video, yeah, you start to see like his courage starts to come out. And again, most of the girls are pretty polite and he gets his friend to do it with him a little bit too. And you even get to watch him here and he's not good. Like, he's not great at approaching. He's so awkward. And like, you can see his awkward body language and all of that. But he's embraced the mindset of the poem that I read out to you at the start of this video. He's embraced that giving yourself permission to suck thing. And he just gets in there and does it. And then by the end of the video, he says 4 yeses. I think it was more like 3 yeses and 1 maybe. But he has a nice little message at the end of the video.
I just had like the most perfect conversation with this girl, and again, the hardest part about this is most people don't want to be in the video, and I think I kind of butchered it by shoving a phone up these people's faces. And I think what we can learn from this experiment is it's not about the quality. I mean, it's not about the quantity. See, that's what's in my brain. It's not about the quantity. It's about the quality. All you need is one good girl's worth 1,000 B words. Like for part 2.
I love the way he ended it there. He's literally saying, if that wasn't clear what he said, it was a bit hard to hear at the end. He said, one good girl is worth, 1,000 B words, as in one good girl is worth 1,000 bitches. I'm sure there was a nicer way to phrase that, but whatever. Basically what he's saying is one good conversation with one woman kind of makes all the rest of it worth it. And if 96 people, which is the results he had, if 96 people say no to you, but then you have 4 that say yes, it's worth it. It makes it really, really, really worth it. He then, about 6 months later, did the experiment again. And he went and hit on another 100 girls. And this time, he was a lot more confident because he'd already done 100. He'd done it the first time. He kind of learned some things that he could do better. What better way to learn how to talk to people and hit on people than by fucking doing it? Again, this Shel Silverstein poem that I showed at the start of this video. Yeah, you've been standing up there on the diving board doing everything but dive. How are any of you going to learn how to talk to women unless you go and talk to the women? How are you going to learn how to start a business unless you go and start the business? You're not going to learn anything. You're going to stand up there making sure everything is perfect, and you're wasting time, or you're procrastinating or avoiding. So in this second video, he's a lot more confident. He kind of knows what he's doing a little bit more. He's still nervous. He's still awkward. He's still, an awkward introvert. But he gets in there a little bit more, and he's a little bit more direct, and he has a lot more fun with it. And I think that's the big difference here. And this time, a lot more of the women say yes because he's a little bit more smooth. He's a little bit more courageous. He's a little bit more confident. How did he get smooth? By doing it, not by learning fucking pickup lines. He literally walks up to people awkward and you say, hey, can I talk to you for a video project? They're like, yeah, sure, what? And he's like, would you go on a date with me? Like, that's not smooth. That's not a good pickup line. That's fucking dorky. But like, congratulations. You don't have to be good at this. My pickup lines is me walking up to girls and going like, yo, you're really fucking cute. Or like, yo, you are so cute. Yo, you're hot. Whoa, holy shit, you're really sexy. What's up? My name's Andy. Are you single? Like, that's my fucking pickup line. And then I'm like, yo, do you want to go on a date sometime? You want to grab a drink? That's it. On dating apps, all I do is be like, yo, hey, I'll be honest with you. My girlfriend and I are in an open relationship. Her name is Emmy. We like to teach girls BDSM and have threesomes together. Is that something that you've tried before or you're open to exploring? That's it. That's not smooth. That's me just saying like, here's what I want. Do you want this too? That's it. And that's all he's doing. He's like, hi, do you want to go on a date with me? That's it. He's not some fucking charming Casanova. He's just keeping it fucking real and not wasting time and getting straight to the point of what he wants. And in this one, like I said, so many more women say yes to him. He gets so many more yeses. And then he starts to get momentum. And you'll see that this is all this is. If any of you go outside and just start hitting on women, just like this guy has done, you'll see that it goes a lot easier than you think. Like, you might have to talk to a lot of women before one says yes. If you're really nervous and you've never done this before, just in your mind, do what he's done. Go, I'm going to go talk to 100 girls and I'm not going to worry too much about the outcome. Let me just do the 100 approaches. I just want to get my first 100 done. You'll find that some women say yes and you're like, whoa, I accidentally got a few numbers. And most of the time, it will go pretty easy. It's just like, hi, would you like to go out with me? And they're like, sure. And you're like, wait, what? There's no battle. There's no like, I don't have to do anything. I just say, do you want this? And you say yes. Yes. That's all approaching is. Do you want to do this thing with me? Okay. And you're like, huh? I thought this was supposed to be hard. I thought I had to have smooth pickup fucking game. I thought I had to be a Casanova. Thought I had to be an alpha male Chad. I can just walk up to girls and be like, hi, do you want to go out with me? And a small percentage of them will just say like, okay. And so I'll show you this video.
Would you go on a date with me?
Sure.
Yeah? All right, awesome.
That's it. That's all you ever have to do.
Boys, we got our first W. Let's go.
It's just, hi, would you like to go on a date with me? Okay, sure. And you're like, what? Same in business, by the way. Like, that's all I do with the coaching. I just get on a call with someone and I'm like, do you want to do the coaching? And they're like, yeah, I do. And you're like, okay, cool. Like, how do you want to pay? Like, that's it. That's it most of the time. Sometimes someone will have some hesitation. Like, a girl might be like, like, where would we go? And you're like, we can go grab a coffee or a drink or something, whatever. And then she'll go, okay. Or she'll go, no thanks. That's it. Same with the coaching. They might have hesitations and go, I don't know. How would I pay? Do you have payment plans? Yeah, we got payment plans, blah, blah, blah. Here's the details. Okay, let's do it. Or, no thanks, I don't think I want to. Cool, that's it. The shit doesn't have to be smooth. So many of you insert this extra step when it comes to hitting on people or building a business or going to the gym or any goal really, where you think you have to be good at the damn thing. No, give yourself permission to suck like this guy did. And here's another one, couple of girls, and he was ballsy enough to go and hit on groups and pairs of girls a lot, which was kind of cool. I liked that he did that.
You guys go on a date with me?
Would we go on a date with you?
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah? Yeah,
Awesome.
sure. Yeah,
So,
okay. Okay,
So
what?
right now. Okay.
Oh, right now? Sure, yeah, let's do it.
Beach day.
Let's do it right now, let's go. We're on the beach, right? Let's go.
Go for a little stroll.
Let's go for a walk.
Talk about
Let's go for this one. Yeah, let's go. Wait, actually.
So yeah, he's just walking up to girls and saying, you want to go on a date with me? And some of them will surprisingly just be like, okay, sure. Like, and I think he hesitated quite a lot. He got a few phone numbers. I think he went on a couple of little dates. It's not quite clear from the video, but the point is, I think by the end of the video, there's like 17 girls. This girl says yes as well. There's like 17 girls that say yes. And that doesn't necessarily mean he went and had sex or got a girlfriend. But for fuck's sakes, if 17 women say yes to you out of 100, you're going to go on dates, you're going to have sex, you're going to get a girlfriend, you're going to have a great time. Like 17 out of 100, even just saying yes, regardless of the fact that there's a camera in their face and maybe they're just being polite or whatever and they don't want to look like a bitch and say no, whatever, fine. Ignore the camera. 17 out of 100 said yes. That shows all of you that there's hope. If you would just bloody well go out there and say hello to people, you would find that some of them say yes. People want to give you the thing that you want, or more to the point, they want to share in the thing that you want. There are so many women out there that are lonely as hell that would love a guy to come up to them and hit on them and be courageous enough to start a conversation, even when he's nervous and awkward and weird and strange and a big bit of an introvert. You really don't have to be perfect with any of this stuff. So I'm going to leave links to both of these videos in the description below. I love this guy to bits. What an absolute legend. Just a random dude too. Like, he's done a lot of shorts, and so I think he, has a little bit of content on his channel. But in terms of proper long videos, he's only done these two and then one about a little bit of motivation recently. But these were the first two videos that he ever did on his channel. Again, he'd done some shorts and stuff before that, but yeah, amazing. Just a introverted, nerdy guy who's not a god. I mean, look at his body there in that thumbnail. He's not a Chad. He's just a dude. He's just a human being. But why do you have to be some fucking Chad before you go and talk to girls? Why can't you just be you as you are right now? And if you want to be a Chad, work towards that, sure. Like, work on your appearance, work on your body, go to the gym, do all of that stuff. Of course, we talk about self-improvement a lot on this channel. But while you're doing that, why can't you do what this guy has done and go and talk to 100 women? And I promise you, it will surprise you. But a certain number of them will say yes to you. A certain number of them will go on dates with you. One of them might even end up being your girlfriend, or you sleep with a few of them and have some casual relationships, whatever it is that you're looking for. I promise you there are a lot of people out there that are going to say yes to you. And if you watch both of these videos, you'll see there's a lot of people out there that are just really nice. And even if they turn you down, they do it in the nicest, most gentle way possible. The vast majority of women are not mean. Some of them will be every now and then, like 1 in 100 will just be unkind, but 1 in 100 men are not very kind. And if we defined a gender or a group of people by the 1 or 2 outliers who are not very nice, my God, that would just be incredibly short-sighted of us, narrow-minded of us, and a little bit judgmental of us. But that's what we often do, don't we, when it comes to the genders and race and a lot of other things. But we look at the women and we go, 1 or 2 of them weren't nice. 1 or 2 of them were like gold diggers, or they only like guys who are 6'6" and blah, blah, blah. Therefore, I'm going to paint all of them with that black brush. No, I promise you the vast majority of women are very nice, just like the vast majority of men are very nice. Go out there, say hi to a few of them. You might be surprised what happens. If you want more help with that, I'm obviously here for coaching. Links down below to all of that. But ladies, gentlemen, whatever it is that you want from life, I promise you're allowed to have it if you would just have the courage to go and ask for it. Look at what this guy, just a literally average guy, was able to do by just going and asking for what he wanted. And some people surprisingly say, sure,